And just like we never left, we are back with the fourth and final round.
Oh yeah, fight!
And my boy Fish is going to talk us through the matchup.
So our top table tonight, Kitty on the left with Mono Ice Primals against Alex, who will be on Mono Water.
One of the staple decks of last set's meta, Mono Water, got some, probably one new tool in the form of the Marlboro, but man, is it a good tool to have got.
Absolutely, love that card, 2 bits. To be honest, I'm not sure what the matchup is like here. Obviously, you know Ice a bit better than I do. Who do you think taking this?
It's 100% favoured in Mono Water. 100%, because Ice has difficulty dealing with monsters. It doesn't really have any monster removal. Kitty's certainly up against it. That being said, if you can get some discards in early, disrupt Water's flow, then you're not in a bad place.
Yeah. And while we're waiting for them to get their hands ready, guys, do check out the last game when someone decided to hit the big red button and nuke a board rather than lose a game. So,
unreal.
Yeah, round 3, when you see that up on YouTube, is a good one. And while you're there, don't forget to hit share, like, and subscribe. We do appreciate it. And thank you for getting us over 600
give the guys a thumbs up.
And again, guys, also, Cactamania next weekend, not this weekend coming, the 7th and 8th of December. Get your tickets now. Prizes have been announced, and they are some doozies.
Absolutely. So go on Whacker into Hilda, turn 1. So
already losing some of the experts to the bomb and to break.
Happy seeing that 6-drop Lev go to break zone.
Yeah, and an Aqua Tarasu for that. So.
Yeah, definitely. So Torgal for Torgal. Anima for Laswell.
Wow. Oh, I hate it.
Yeah, well, you've got to put that early pressure on against Mono Water here, threatening that discard every turn.
Annoyingly, Kitty doesn't know this, but Alex has just drawn Golden as well, and that's effectively stopped a draw 2, discard 1.
Yeah, although he does have the Hilda, which I guess is a nice turn play. And that blue worm is now going to be sat in front, so you now can't attack with the Laswell because you'll just animate the blue worm.
Yeah, that is I dare you, I'll be willing to block.
You know, I'd actually take that trade. Get the because Alex had to pay from hand for the blue worm. The blue worm dies in the end.
Yeah, but he's still got the draw out of him. We've seen that he's got the Rem there.
Yeah, but then it's less. It's less Witch of the Fens. I don't know.
To be honest. Yeah, well, we're just going with it the hard way. Draw 1, discard 1.
So is this a Hagen Chief, which you think he probably maybe wants to keep hold on? Get rid of the Hilda.
Wow,
okay.
I think that might be brave. Because obviously I'm assuming Alex has got Ash in the deck. But, so obviously, especially if you want to hit off the Express, the third backup might have been nice.
Yeah, absolutely. Because this last one would survive an Ashy X. You got to get rid of this or deal with this blue worm first. Which there are ways you can double freeze with Shiva. It feels a bit early to be doing that, but again, you probably do want to be putting on some early pressure. So we're having 5 here.
Yeah, Kitty measuring out something big.
Are we going into LB? Is this a Luso? Is this a Snow?
Orphan, perhaps.
Could be Orphan.
I mean, adding that additional
Orphan
pressure.
Doesn't do too much to do with the blue worm, but
no, but the extra discards might help. Try and keep up with the draws that Alex is putting down.
So yeah, having a long. I think there's a lot of fire CP. So yeah, he is gonna.
Here we go.
So he has got the Shiva, so it's going to dull 3. So that blue one is going to die as well.
Do you know what? Though again, I'm not too. I think that's fine. You've effectively taken a card out of Kitty's hand, and a pretty big one at that.
I know, but Kitty gets a card out of Alex's hand as well, and that blue worm gets gone.
Yeah, fair.
So actually, I don't mind this.
Well, Realm's going to answer. We're going to hit a 1 and a 2 drop.
So Abkalu, so we'll get a draw.
Probably another blue worm. Unless we go with a Hagen Chief, perhaps. No.
Yeah. So yeah, going for the double draw.
Or as one Dan Preston calls it, Shanghai Chef.
Shanghai Chef. We've got rid of Asara as well. Alex seems very happy to just get rid of his backups.
Yeah. It's a strange one because at this point, Alex could have been off to the races, but I mean, this is one way to deal with the last swell. Just sort of adding pressure with more pressure. Well, we're gonna try it. Oh no, maybe not. Thought Kitty was just gonna say, "Nah, screw it, let's go," but he's changed his mind.
So I'm coming down, so yeah, just trying to keep pace with the backups. We have got the Sephiroth in hand. I wonder if he leaves that open and just hopes Alex gets greedy with the Witch of the Fens, and then sort of hand trap the Witch of the Fens, and then all Alex can really do is then kill Elaswell. Seems a bit slow is the only problem with that.
Yeah, exactly that. Again, I feel like Alex is taking a big risk here, not playing these backups down. He could be on 4, going to 5 this turn.
Yeah. Means the Ashes are dead cards if he draws them.
Yeah.
He has seen Lena now, though. There's a Alchemist, so...
And again, this is the problem.
No, Astrologian, I think, actually.
We do have Thordum, but we're ditching that too. Oof. So we're going to draw 2, 1 on top, 1 on bottom, 1 to hand.
So, yeah. So I think he's put the Merlworm to top, 9 CP Lev to hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, if we can 9 CP Lev here...
Is there any worth though?
It's probably GG if you do, to be honest, but I don't think he's got enough. So we're going to attack with the Witch of the Fens.
Oh, here he goes!
And here it comes.
Yeah, we got greedy. We're going to break it with...
So hand chop Sephiroth.
Yeah.
And then so that's going to done.
We do at least shoot off the last well in response with the Akalu. And there we
It's
go.
a Shiva.
That's a good hit though. Because after playing a bit of a nice deck earlier on that I was lent, knowing Shivas are pretty good.
Yeah. So I imagine we'll see this Sephiroth get played. The thing is, we have Lena Lev in hand.
Yeah, he's discarding Lev right now. Doesn't seem like too big of a problem.
Yeah, absolutely.
I suppose next turn Alex could dig into his LB deck, maybe play a Luso, go to 4 backups that way, but is it too little too late at this point after ditching so many?
Yeah, you kind of want to get some value on this Sephiroth, so the temptation would be to play it if we can. But as you said, you just if you're Alex, you go, okay, I will discard.
What's crazy is that Kitty has barely played anything to the board, and it feels like Alex has just been on the back foot for quite a lot of it.
Yeah, he's ahead on forwards, monsters, and backups.
Yeah, exactly, right? It just feels like a weird game so far.
Oh, yes.
But there goes an IMO. We're gonna play out the Sephiroth, and with not even a moment's hesitation, Alex dropping the Lev. Okay, there's the Jill, but no follow-up.
And then we've probably got enough to land up that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Question is though, because obviously we don't have a monster to bounce, do we even bother bouncing the Jill?
No, you
just bounce Torgal, kill Jill, right?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, that's on top.
It's as if he knows he's being filmed.
Okay, so it looks like we're just going for the IMO and then kill the Jill.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, I suppose, yeah, because the IMO does have a tap effect, right? So.
But the IMO went out to hand, didn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I just saw one in break zone, but I think he discarded it.
He did, yeah. Tomberry draw, hits a Piranha. Can't play it yet, so we're just going to sit. Don't think I would have ever thought we'd see a 9-drop Lev this early in the game.
Yeah. We kind of need Jill Shiva now to get rid of this. Playing another IMO. Yikes.
Doesn't look like we got a Jill out of our draw at all. anything on... We're only 2 in hand. We could play Victoria to kill Lena.
Lena's done its job. It's a long time. You really need to be prioritising this Leviathan.
The thing is, again, we haven't really seen anything from Alex, though, other than a Sahagan Chief that's gonna bounce anything, and it's a shame that he didn't play it sooner.
Yeah, he's hit Alchemist, so...
Never punished.
It's a long way back for James here.
Well, again, though, it's only the Lev that's going to make it through at the moment.
So I think James has another back hand trap Sephiroth, so if he attacks with the Lev, maybe you just block with the Sephiroth and then...
Yeah, I think this is why I would have loved to have seen the Sahagan Chief from Alex here, because we could have at least bounced in protection.
So we're paying 6, we're going to go into LUNAFREYA.
Alright, we're going to spin that wheel. So here we go. Nothing. Oh, okay. You don't get that back to hand. You don't want that going back.
He's thinking now, it's like, actually, do I? He was very quick to grab that Leviathan.
Is Lev choose 1 forward opponent controls?
But it's choose up to 2 of the thing, so we can choose just to get the Witch of the Fens back.
No, I know, but what I'm thinking is if you could pick one of your own, you could just, like,
say,
bounce.
You can't bounce your own.
Right, okay. You think I'd know I play it enough, but... Well, we're going in. We're going to take it, though, and here's a backup.
There's an armor.
No trades.
Interesting we didn't chump block the Sephiroth there.
Well, it would have just died to the Witch of the Fens, right?
I feel it's going to just die anyway. And it gives you scope to... Maybe he doesn't have the back attack one in hand.
Oh, Kitty now on the back foot, losing 3-1.
Yeah, this is rough, because you've got only 2 backups to play with. You're staring down a whole heap of stuff. Victoria's got to come down now to kill the Witch of the Fens, but on the stack, it's just going to...
Do you nuke both of them? I'd be kind of inclined to be honest. Because you're going to lose it anyway, and you could potentially kill him next turn. Wow, we let it go.
Interesting. Okay.
I mean, it would have been an all or nothing gambit, I think.
I wonder if it's because he knows that maybe James has got Clive in hand, so James was trying to bait it out. But even so, it doesn't matter now because you now can't do it because the Witch of the Fence is gone.
Yeah. I suppose we still got Tomberry though. That could...
If we've got Clive feels all right here. You just kill the Leviathan.
It's been such a weird sort of turn for this game. Again, we saw Alex Descadin a lot of backups early turns. Kitty not playing a lot, but was keeping up. And
I think James was on the back foot from the get-go, to be honest.
I just think, like, Alex secures this game right now if he had Sahagan Chief there. And he could have.
The thing is, if James doesn't do something now, I think Alex just tidies up with Tidus next turn.
Yeah. Well, there's that Clive. We're going for
we had Clive in hand, so we can't even keep the S effect. Oh, that hurts.
Bam. So, 10k on entry. You gotta kill the Lev, right?
Yeah. Down it goes.
Good hit. We do have the haste. We could probably sneak in an attack. I think that's okay. But do you want to face down a Tomberry? Because that's going to feel really terrible, right?
Yeah, what a trade. Tomberry for Ifrit.
Bring it on! Hug me. Well, I think Kitty, thinking better of it too, doesn't like the Tomberry there, so pass his turn. Oh, and there's the Ash. Doesn't kill though, unless we play the throwdown first.
Yeah.
And we're gonna do it. Boom. Search a 9 CP left.
Yeah.
What happens when you
Such Witch the Fens, right?
I don't know. I think a 9. How many we got there?
No, because if you're getting closer to 12 by the minute.
Yeah.
You get which defends. It's almost just as good in this position because Ash is going to clean up the Ifrit.
For those who are not knowledgeable, what happens if you bounce a primed target?
I'm glad you asked, Fish. So, if it's a dominant that's been primed into a icon, then technically the original card is the dominant. So whatever the effect states, be it bounce, remove from game, or such like, that happens to the bottom card. Now the card that's layered on top, the icon, that gets removed from game.
Good to know. That's why his brain is something to look forward to, ladies and gentlemen. And that is it.
There we go, and that is the scoop.
Wow.
So Alex picking up the dub.
Yeah.
That was top table for the night. So Alex walks away with the win. Yeah, long way back for James there. So yeah, I think
really
wasn't
well played.
a lot he could have done in that situation.
No, I was really worried, as I said, with Alex discarding those backups early game, but he made it through somehow.
Yeah, it shows the power of mono water, especially with that drawing as well. It didn't matter.
And to think, no dominance or icons for them. So
Nope, don't need them. Overrated, you might say. Well, we were going to be right back, and we've probably got enough time that we'll probably squeeze in a quick interview.
yeah, sure.
So don't go anywhere. And just like that, the winner of the night, I think that's top table.
I think so.
It was indeed, yeah. Not only did he win round 4, but he is the winner overall.
Wrapping the mono water,
Yeah.
talk us through.
Well, it's remained largely unchanged since last set, but has one very important new card, Marlborough.
So good.
So innocuous, but so good with
I don't think it's innocuous. It's
Well,
just
when you read
bad.
it, yeah, but yeah, it's been really, really good all night. Being able to because it's not just its attack trigger.
Sure.
You hit something with Witch of the Fens, 10k to that plus 3k the rest of it will make all your
Yeah,
attacks
and it means
bad.
the rest of your Witch Defense this now dies,
exactly,
this now dies.
So
your on-death triggers, get rid of them.
it's been really, really good, and the fact that it costs 1 searchable off realm.
Yeah.
Silly.
Is it just straight swap for the piranhas?
No, it's still got 2 piranhas in there.
Okay.
So 2 and 2 at the moment. Piranhas still can attack.
Yeah.
Draws a card when it dies. So like they kind of fit
Situational,
roles.
right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, no. Marlborough's the only new card from Opus 24
I mean,
in the set, but it got all its favourite. Yeah, it got all of its new toys last set, which so.
We're just saying, like, the big talking point for the set has been primals. One of the only elements not to get primals, water.
Yeah.
Still gets
No, it's really strong.
How have your other matchups been tonight then?
Yeah,
Any
it's-
troublesome ones?
I don't want to sound like too good, but I don't really think the deck has any terrible matchups. Really,
Sure.
I think Mono Wind may be like the worst matchup because you're not.
Like an Alexander.
It's exactly. They have monster removal, and you're not quite fast enough to put a clock on them.
Sure.
That being said, Leviathan, Lord of the Wall is a bit of a headache for them because it means all their chocobos are going to be costing them.
They have to have Fina right at that time.
Exactly. Yeah. So you definitely have game in that matchup. You can kind of toe-to-toe them with resources for a while.
Yeah.
They also, while they can remove monsters, they can't remove that many at once. So if you're able to kind of overload them and maybe go for a kill with like a Gao or something like that, then you can certainly do it. Everything else, you have really good EX bursts, you have cheap threats, you have card draw.
Great LB.
Exactly, yeah.
I think-
You have it all, really.
I mean, the power of the deck that we saw especially is because we were calling it out in the commentary on that game is that you seem to so happily just discard all his backups at the start of the game, and I think it just shows you the strength and depth of that deck and the fact that most of this is what 12, 13 backups,
It's about 14 at the moment.
14. But even so, like you were quite happy to discard them, and yet you still managed to get to your 5.
Well, that's the thing. Like, all of these monsters now just say draw a card. So you can just cycle through your deck so fast, so efficiently. If I kept a borderline hand with 1 backup with a whacker, so like that looks at the top 3 plus 2 draws plus then 2 monsters that also run a witch. So, like that's looking at
Enough cards.
a lot of cards. But
the Thordan as well.
Well,
Like
yeah,
casual,
that's the thing. Yeah, so like the Thordan's like you don't love playing Thordan, but obviously amazing EX burst, and then late game when you've only got the 4 backups, it becomes much better because then you can find the Ash to kill the last blocker, kill.
You didn't even need because you had it in hand. So it's like,
Exactly.
okay, I'll get my backup plan, which is the Witch of the Bones.
Exactly, yeah. But yeah, when Kitty led on like the turn 1 last well, I was like, well, I can't just let him go to town with this, so I have to deploy things now. But that's the other good thing about it with all these cheap monsters that just replace themselves. You can just use them for blockers. Like you want to kind of save them up for a witch, but if you're able to stop a last one on its tracks, then it's done its job.
100%. And like you said, I think it almost felt like a sort of honours even exchange. doing the Shiva, the blue one then dies, but you've got to draw, then you've got to discard. It was a weird sort of limbo. It was really hard to think. I was like, who actually has come out better in that situation? So I think it was almost even. It felt like a sort of even split.
Well, yeah.
But then you were able to just accelerate after that.
Yeah, like the card quality of the early game of Mono Water is pretty low because, playing Realm, getting an Apkalu and Blue Worm, so they're not good
Doesn't do a
cards.
lot. Yeah.
But as soon as you get the Witch, or as soon as you find, the fourth backup to be able to play your Ash to kill something, now you're ahead.
Yeah.
And now you have all this resource just to kind of stay ahead as well. Yeah. So it's not about just kind of like grinding out, it's also just like having the board presence. No matter what, they all block, they all attack.
Yeah.
I can overwhelm you by killing your stuff with Witch, I can bounce your stuff with Leviathan. Even just casting 6-drop Leviathan to 2-for-1 you is really good as well. It slaps,
It's got
chops, it
everything.
slices,
it's got it
slices.
all.
Very
And you didn't even, we called out as well, that there was one part it's like, and at any point you can just LBT this and the game's over.
Yeah,
You didn't
well
even
that's the thing. It's like the LB deck is 3 Leo, 2 Lunafreya, 2 Tidus, 1 Luso. But they all either say draw a card, look for a card, kill something and draw cards. Like it's and also because you're a mono deck, you just have perfect mana. So like you don't have to worry about finding something. Or, so like you just always play all your cards all the time.
Well, scary stuff. Enough to give all our viewers nightmares ahead of Cactumania next week. So we'll probably wrap it up there, give you a chance to get a few more practice games in. Time is tight between now and Cactumania, so get your tickets. Link will be somewhere down here if you're tuning in on YouTube. Check us out. Tickets are available. And we'll be back next week. Even more hype. And then 10 days away, pretty much.
Yeah, and don't forget, guys, for all of our socials and links, if you're not seeing it on YouTube, check us out at cactumania.com. No, not Cactumania. CymruCactuars.com. I want to change that.
We should have a separate promo, but that's for a different time.
Yeah.
All the usual stuff. Like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll be back catching you guys next week. Take it easy.